people, what is up? Welcome back to our channel. Hey people, what is up? Welcome back to our channel once again. It's me, the one, the only, your bearded bro, QuickSilver 15, back with another video, and today we'll be reviewing Army of the Dead on Netflix. And you know, so big intro because I really don't know what to say about this film. Aside from that, it's a bank heist during the zombie apocalypse. And I know that kind of sounds stupid on paper, but they kind of barely did a good job in trying to make it work. And take it that I said fairly good because it's not really the best, but it could have been way worse. So yeah. So now let's talk about the premise of the film. And basically, Patient Zero, which is a military experiment, or I think that's what they made him seem like. He was a military experiment, and he's being taken to Area 51 to be contained there. At least that's what we think they're doing in the first part of this film. And of course, it wouldn't be a zombie film without something going completely wrong. And of course, he got out of transport, and yeah, that he made his way into Las Vegas, and thus the zombie apocalypse for Las Vegas has begun. So thankfully, the government magically came up with a plan to barricade the entirety of the city with container freights. I mean, it's kind of weird, but yeah, I guess it works. So yeah, so now we have the character of Batista, who is sort of like an ex-military guy. He was tasked with, I think they showed that in the, like a montage at the beginning of the film of him and his team just recovering people from Las Vegas or rescuing people. I'm not sure if he's a mercenary or if he's like just an ex-soldier, but when we see that's at the actual start of the film, or when we start seeing things through his perspective, he is now he now works as a chef or a cook at this diner, and this rich CEO guy has given him the opportunity to make millions on a single day's work. Okay, so if you've seen the trailers, then that mission is to get $200 million at the vault inside a casino in Las Vegas. So he's tasked with gathering up his team, you know, like a classic heist film. We got demolition experts, a getaway vehicle guy, a lot of firepower guys, or people who are good at killing zombies and the such. And yeah, that's pretty much the premise of the film. This general story of this film is just written with plot holes. First of all, I mean, their team is composed of 9 people, and you know, 9 people won't fit inside one just regular helicopter. I mean, seriously, someone should have said something. Like, I mean, the pilot character, who looks a lot like a lesbian Tom Cruise from Top Gun, should have known that they won't fit in that helicopter, let alone bring $200 million plus all their heavy mechanical equipments with them. So, yeah. Also, costume design wise is a bit weird because you almost see them with no protection at all, especially the daughter of Dave Bautista being just having a crop top and going to fight hordes of zombies. You know, for a father figure who is overly protective, he should have given his daughter some sort of, you know, armor or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. Then again, I guess you need more mobility against zombies. I mean, they won't be using guns, I think. So yeah, being able to move and run around might be a better option. But you know, I think having yourself covered with anti-bite things work. I mean, you have materials like that, you know. They have like this new Kevlar material that, you know, you can't cut through. So I'm guessing you can't bite through that either. So, you know, I don't know. But I guess for the sake of the story, they have to go in without much armor. So, you know, they can get bitten and killed. So let's go over the characters of this movie, and of course we have Bautista as the generic ex-military guy in charge with leading the mission. We have his daughter, who is a generic angsty teen who won't follow the Luda, who won't follow the rules. We have a generic cool black guy. You know, you need the one of those in horror movies, and we have a generic. Basically, all the characters feel a bit generic in this movie. We do have again lesbian Tom Cruise from Top Gun as their pilot character, who I think is one of the best characters in the film. So you know, we also have Azog, guys. His second movie. I mean, actually, his fourth movie. Was he in the first Lord of the Rings? Yeah. So we have the second outing of Azog after Lord of the Rings, you know, because the main bad guy just really looks like Azog from Lord of the Rings, especially when he puts on his freaking steel helmet. And also we have Scorpion from Mortal Kombat, which he was pretty cool, but he had like one line. Yeah, sorry for it. I really can't remember any of the character names because they were, for the most part, very forgettable characters. I mean, Batista was always mumbling his lines, and you can barely understand any dialogue. I mean, they tried to bring in like a Mexican leading lady, or at least her accent was kind of Mexican or Spanish of some sort, and her English was kind of hard to understand as well. So having a conversation with Dave Batista with their character voice style that they chose was just a bit hard to understand. Actually, there is one other cool character in this movie, which was, I think, the Coyote, who is like this human smuggler who brings people inside Las Vegas to make money, but they don't really explain how they make money for going into a zombie infested zone. It wasn't really explained, just that they get money for going in. But you know, apart from that, I don't know, maybe I didn't hear it. But definitely the most interesting character of this series is Patient Zero, the big zombie guy, or in the credits they said his name was Zeus. I think it makes sense that he was king of Olympus, because that's what the hotel the zombie horde was staying in. So I guess there are two types of zombies in this film. One type of zombie is like the basic generic zombie, you know, just mindless, eats people, you know, just going on instinct. But the second part is if you're bitten by the Patient Zero or Zeus, you become like a smarter zombie who can kind of think, and you're actually a lot faster and stronger than regular zombies. Yeah, Patient Zero, Azog, Zeus, the Night King, whatever you want to call him, is really very interesting. I think he has a really cool backstory. It's sad that the movie didn't really try to explain any of that, because I think he just looks cool. He is kind of smart, and I don't really think he's the bad guy in this film, because you know, he was made into this zombie thing for some reason. I think he was experimented on by the US government, and you know, he just wants to create a place where he belongs, man. You know, you get a wife, get a kid, have a huge growing zombie community. I mean, I mean, they let the group of Batista roam around freely into their territory until, you know, they killed his wife, which is a pretty understandable why you would want to kill every last one of Batista's team. Because, you know, I mean, I would do that, man, if you kill my wife, I mean, yeah, it's pretty understandable. A lot of interesting subplots with the Zombie King. I mean, he has... Why is he keeping prisoners? And, you know, he has this cool glowy blue baby, which was really cool. I wanted to see what happens with that, but sadly, yeah, they didn't really explain it even further than I would have hoped. This movie was directed by Zack Snyder. He also directed one of the best, at least for me, one of my favorite zombie movies of all time, which was Dawn of the Dead. So this is a bit of him going back to his roots, directing zombie movies. Although, if I have to compare the two, I would say that Dawn of the Dead is definitely still one of the best zombie films, and Army of the Dead just falls really under, or falls short of the pedestal that Dawn of the Dead is on. He's not his best work. Really not his best work. But I do love some of the cinematography for this film. The zombie tiger and the zombie horse was really cool. And again, the zombie boss guy was really awesome. Zeus, if you would say. Yeah, he was really cool as well. But, you know, apart from that, the story was just a bit confusing, not really that good. And, you know, Batista, you know, I wish they would have casted The Rock, maybe. I think The Rock would have done better. I mean, I don't know. I love Batista, but as an actor, he's really... I think he's better off as a side character rather than the lead, or at least not yet. I think he needs to grow a lot more as an actor. With that said, the host of generic characters with a flat main plot, and, you know, an interesting but unfulfilled subplots, we're giving Army of the Dead a passing or a good 5 out of 10. So yeah, what do you guys think? Have you seen this film? Please comment it down below. Don't forget to share what you think of the film, because we really want to know. We want to, again, build community that is open to talk about, you know, their opinions of this film, whether it's good or bad, because, you know, that matters. Matters, man. Matters a lot. So yeah, feel free to comment it down below. Don't forget to hit that like if you like this video, and if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe and notification bell so you'll be notified of our next and future videos. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Once again, it's me, your bearded boy, QuickSilver 15, signing off. Peace.